Welcome to Know Thyself, a learning hub. Today we are going to discuss about verb, the Superman of English grammar. What's a verb? A verb is a word or a combination of words that indicate action or a state of being or condition. A verb is a part of a sentence that tells us what the subject performs. Verbs are the hearts of English language and English sentences. So here we understand what exactly is the importance of the verbs. So of course verbs are classified into many types, but here in this video we are gonna discuss about dynamic and steady verbs. So let's dive in to the types of verbs. We have dynamic, static, transitive, intransitive, auxiliary, modal, and then linking, followed by finite and non-finite. Out of all these types, still we have few more left, like regular, irregular, and all. But this particular video is about dynamic and static. This static is also known as stative verbs. So what's a dynamic verb? A dynamic verb describes an action. Example: run, jump, work, play, eat or drink, etc. They are the most common type of verbs and can be used correctly in all verb tenses and aspects. See, dynamic verbs are nothing but the regular actions that we do, just like writing, reading, running, jumping, working, playing, eating, drinking, whatever. All the physical actions which are done physically, which can be seen, which can be visualized, they fall under dynamic verbs. Now what are stative? Here comes the stative verbs and the confusion. Now a stative verb describes a condition. There are a few examples here: know, believe or understand, etc. These verbs can be used in simple and perfect tenses and aspects. However, they cannot be used in the continuous or progressive forms. So this thing, or this particular limitation, or this particular rule, it makes stative verb a bit complex. It's just a bit complex, but not entirely. So here further we'll be looking at the list of dynamic and stative verbs. On the whole, we understand a dynamic verb can be used in any tense and any aspect comfortably, but stative verbs cannot be used in continuous or progressive forms. I could say most of the times we cannot use them. Now let's take an example here. I know you. Here we are using simple present, but can we use progressive like present continuous? Can I say I am knowing you, or I am believing you, or I am understanding you? No. Of course, understanding can be used in a different aspect, but here, as the stative meaning, you cannot use it for progressive tenses or aspects. Going further, here we have simple continuous, perfect and perfect continuous, and we are using dynamic verbs, so it's quite common. Let's see. I run, I ran, I will run, I am running, I was running, I will be running, I have run. I had run. I will have run. I have been running. I had been running. I will have been running. So these are general sentences we use while we read, write it. So dynamic verbs are not alien to us. We use them regularly. But here comes stative verbs. So we'll be discussing about the correct usage and incorrect usage. For example, in the simple tense of a stative verb, I could use I know, I knew, I will know. Or in the perfect aspect, I could say I have known, I had known, I will have known. But so there's a big red mark there. I cannot use I am knowing, I was knowing, I will be knowing. Or in the perfect continuous aspect, I have been knowing, I had been knowing, I will have been knowing. Here are a few sentences. The sentence, I don't know the answer. That's right. But can I say, I am not knowing the answer? No. She really likes you. Can I say, she's really liking you? A bit weird, right? He seems happy at the moment. He's seeming happy at the moment? No. Right. So now, here is the list as I have told earlier in the video. So basically, stative verbs often relate to thoughts and opinions, feelings, senses, emotions, possession, measure, cost, etc. So we have a list of words like, dislike, love, hate, prefer, want, need, mind, care, know, think, understand, believe, guess, mean, suppose, doubt, realize, remember, forget, agree, feel, hear, see, smell, sound, taste, touch, look, belong, own, have, cost, measure, weigh, owe, seem, be, appear, consist. So all these verbs, the entire list can be stated. But English is a language with a lot of exceptions. Now, do we have an exception here? Yes, of course. There are some verbs which can be stative at times and dynamic at times. So based on the context, we have the same verb as the stative and dynamic. Let's see how. For example, have. So if I use the verb have in the dynamic meaning, I could say I'm having lunch. So I'm eating. I'm eating. Right. So it's a physical action. So it falls under dynamic. But the possession, I have an old car. It's under stative because possession fall under stative. Think. I think pop music is terrible. Okay, that's not my statement, but that's just for a sentence. So, think here is under stative meaning. But what am I doing with my index finger on my chin and sitting on in a thinker's pose? Of course, I am thinking. So, of course, I am thinking about taking a nap. Here, thinking is a physical action, so it falls under dynamic. Smell. The fresh bread smells like heaven. Stative. The police dog was smelling luggage when he suddenly started barking. Here, the dog is smelling physically. So this falls under dynamic. Same with look. It looks like it might rain. She's looking for her keys. So here, the first one is a condition, the state of the weather at that particular moment. In the second case, it is she is looking. So she is physically looking for her key in that particular bowl of keys. Same goes with weigh. My laptop weighs about 2 kg. So it's just the state of that laptop. Because weigh fall under stative. We saw the list already. And that particular woman was weighing the ingredients for her cake. So she's physically weighing. Of course, we have to weigh things to get the right recipe and the right taste. And not only these, there are many to add to the list. Now comes the Super 6. Of course, the IPL season and IPL fever is running through everyone's veins. So we have a Super 6 quiz. Take a moment, pause the video, try to answer them. See how many of you have got the right answers. Here is the key. Now please mention in the comments how many of you got all the 6 right in the first attempt. And congratulations! Thank you. So please like, share and subscribe my channel.